Okay, here's our day 7 growth. We're going hardcore on this with a little handheld switch light because we have no power. A tornado just went through right up the road from us, and who knows when power will come back. But you can see how she looks on day 7. At the end of the day, we'll probably give some of this to the chickens tomorrow. Sorry about the generator noise in the background, but we have to run her to keep the basement from flooding. We mostly just have this kind of debris in the yard. Probably already went through and picked up the big sticks. Can't believe we didn't lose any trees because we got some dead ones up there. I'm gonna take a ride today, see if I can see what the storm damage looks like elsewhere. But our whole town is out of power. It blew over some of my potatoes, but these were starting to die back, so they might be ready soon anyway. I had to stand my little hay back up. He fell over. Look, I'm getting cherry tomatoes on these aphid attacked plants. And they're a little knocked over, but looking good. And it broke my squash a little bit, but I think she'll recover. This is my little Dixie hybrid from Allie. It's a healthy plant. Oh, the stop lights are off too. Everything's still without power. Where there was trees in the road here. There's another tree down. Okay, this is White Ridge in Michigan. I'm gonna turn around and show you this because I went by it too fast on the way in. But we got trees down here. See, we got power guys working up here. That was up here was literally snapped in half. And you can see that little Quonset hut type building over there has had its roof ripped off. I'm thinking it was probably just an F1. Not seeing a lot of structure damage other than that one roof. Just a lot of trees down. Another big messed up tree right there. There's another big snapped off tree. I'm at the first gas station north of my town, and I actually had to wait get a gas pump because I think everyone's come north to get gas because there's no power in our town. There's another tree down. Last time a tornado came through this area, it took out a bunch of stuff over here in the shopping plaza and ripped the roof off that Menards over there, and you see they have it fenced and they're still working on getting that put back together. Off part of the roof of our bank down there. Apparently the tornado went right through the paint department. It also ripped up part of that Marshall's up there and the Menards storage center. I suppose if you're going to get in an accident, right here is the best place to do it. Right beside the fire department. I'm going to take a cruise around my block to see if I can see any power trucks working yet. think those peas are done. For sure. I'll take those off.
Meat needs to be.
A little more browning on the meat. Smells good. Nothing else to do right now, so I am sitting on the front porch because it's cooler than in the house, selling English peas. These done, and the chickens will get these. Okay, we're almost at 24 hours with no power. Here's Spooky Kitty. And my hubby just comes out here and tells me that between us and Maryville, for our power company, there's like 100 poles down. And he's looking up how many cell phone towers for me. 15. Is it 15? And they expect to have 90% of power in this area restored by Tuesday. We lost power on Thursday, and we're clear at the end of the line. So we may be in this for the long haul. I'm gonna have to go get a solar shower. Start hosing off in the rainwater. We're clear at the end of the line, so not good. Not good at all. Okay, we're about 48 hours now with no power. Sorry, 40 hours with no power. Still no trucks on our road. I have to work today, so I'm headed into work a half an hour early to take a shower there and wash up. Got my towel and my shampoo with me. Hubby went to the nearest truck stop that had power and took a shower there. I'm hard pass on the truck stop, so I'm going to wash up at work. No wind in sight. Do have to be grateful for the fact that it's cooler this week. So our highs are in the 70s and our lows in the 50s. If it had been last week, we'd have lost power, we would have died because it was like 92 and very humid. But having a cooler week. So there's one bright side of it. This next town over, I'm seeing just like at our house, a lot of tree bits down. But at least there's power here. Lots of tree bits. I decided a sink bath was safer than using one of the shower rooms because the shower rooms don't have locks. So we're clean and shiny now. I'm gonna carry my scrubbing stuff out to the car and get ready for my shift. We ended up going about 3 full days with no power. The power finally came back on Sunday night, so thankfully we didn't have to go until Tuesday as originally predicted. I'm out here in the garden right now pulling some soft neck garlic that's starting to fall over. We are clear at the end of our power line out in the country. There's only 2 houses after us on the power line, and then it switches to a different company. So we're pretty used to losing power. We always have water storage to water animals, flush toilets. We have that small generator. And we use that because we live on a wet clay hill. Power always goes out when it storms. And if we don't keep a sump pump running, our basement fills up with water. So that little generator, Generac, that's a little one, takes 2 cords and one runs straight to the basement to keep my basement from flooding. Come on out, baby. I have to shovel that one. And the other one runs into the living room. And then we sleep in the living room with 1 lamp. My husband plugs in his CPAP and we can charge some cell phones. In the winter, we have a wood stove to keep us from freezing to death if the power goes out. And we also have lots of gas lamps and switch lights and stuff like that. So for us, we're always prepared for it. Here's a nice one. And we're pretty used to it. But I'm glad it's over and the power is back on. Soft neck garlic. And I think those last two I just pulled up after I shut the camera off were the biggest. It's a nice big one. I'm gonna put a zucchini in the middle of this bed while we're waiting on the hard neck on either side to finish off. This garlic should be done in a few weeks. By then the zucchini will have room to bush out. Also found a few more escapes on the hard neck that I missed. My little Dixie hybrids are starting to get little baby squash. So excited. Also went through today and picked the rest of my English peas and went ahead and pulled those plants up. Gonna get that bed topped off and replanted with some red Pontiac potatoes. And I'm gonna get some spaghetti squash growing at the end of this bed here where I harvested the first few cauliflower. This bed is under this black walnut tree, and squash is one of the things that's jungle intolerant, so she'll do good here. And the chickens are working on eating what's left of the English pea plants and the cauliflowers that we picked. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.